Hey everybody, so we get tons of questions all the time, email, message, and we try to answer them as best we can, but occasionally we put out a Q&A video, and that's what we're gonna do today. We asked on our community page and our Facebook pages a few weeks ago, what are your burning questions? So we got a bunch of questions, RV related, some personal, so we're gonna answer all of those for you today.
So you may be wondering, the background's a little bit different. We're at the 2022 Wildwood RV show in Wildwood, New Jersey. We have a feeling it's going to be a more intimate, quiet type of RV show, which we're really starting to like. So let's get into the first question.
All right, so the first question is from Curtis Crump. Thank you, Curtis, for sending this in. This is a pretty detailed one, but good question. My question would be, what should I expect the yearly cost of RV ownership to be? I know this was done before. Specifically, I'm thinking about general maintenance, winter prep, storage, saving up for tires, etc. Fuel and camp costs are more based on usage. As someone looking at RV ownership, I know the price of the unit is just the entry cost. Would it be out of line to set aside $5,000 to $10,000 per year for a motorhome, diesel or gas?
Yeah, yes. I would say probably more. Yes. There's a lot dependent on this. Number one, what is the condition of your RV? There's always going to be maintenance involved, but obviously if you have an older RV that hasn't been maintained, it's going to cost more to maintain. Right. Fuel costs are a big issue. Like
that's changing a lot.
We've had to spend $4,000 on fuel. Right. It also depends how much are you going to travel. What's your style of camping? Are you just going to drop it in a place where you don't have to pay, or are you full hookup resorts? Because that can easily cost you $150, $200 a night.
Right, and so do you think about it, talking about maintenance too, if you're traveling a ton, you're going to go through tires quicker, and that's going to be more in maintenance costs the more you travel.
Yeah, we'll say is with the motorhomes, they're certainly more expensive to maintain than the towables, and diesel even more expensive. For example, if we had a couple issues this year, pretty much every time we go to the service center, it's a minimum of $1,000, like a minimum. That's like entry.
Right.
So it depends how much you traveled. The issues, we would suggest maybe an extended warranty. If you have something that's out of warranty, it's probably going to save you a lot of money. But $5,000 to $10,000, I think is
minimum.
Is very realistic.
Number 2 is from Chris Clark, and they said, I know MJ was having some health issues a while ago. How is her health? So my health is very good now. Those of you that were following, so everything was happening about a year and a half ago or so. My eyes are doing really well. I do need to wear reading glasses and distance glasses, but they're kind of back to what they were before I had the botched LASIK surgery.
She just wanted an adventure for footage. So she figured, let me blind myself.
Yes, thank God everything worked out. I had a great doctor in New York City who really helped me through that. In terms of my heart, everything's been great. I did have the allergic reaction to the medication. I went to AFib and I had hepatitis and everything else. It's all gone. I'm off all medications. My heart is good.
Before we move on to the next question, I want to thank the official sponsor of this video is going to be Liquid Spring. What is Liquid Spring? Well, it is the world's best suspension upgrade for your motorhome. We've had it on our motorhome for almost 2 years. Absolutely has changed how we interact and drive our motorhome.
Well, yeah, for me, I can drive that thing. Tractor trailers are flying past me and there's just no sway at all. It's great. It's offered as a factory option on Tiffin on the open road, Rev, Holiday Ramble, and Fleetwood on most of their gas models, including the Bounder, Southwind, Invicta, and Admiral. It's available on Nexus, on the Triumph, Rebel, and Wraith, and Phoenix Cruiser RVs.
Now, there are certain manufacturers that do not offer it as a factory option, but you can get it aftermarket, which is what we did. You want to contact Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. He'll put his information below. Call him, tell him you saw it on our video, ask him where are they going to be so you can take a free ride in one of their demo vehicles. That's how we were sold on it. That's what we tell everybody, just drive it. If you don't like it, then don't get it. But if you do like it, which you will, probably wind up ordering it. So yeah, go check them out. We absolutely love ours.
Next question. This is RV related. We got some good personal ones coming up. This is from MYK 55501.
Turn a little
That's
bit.
The name.
Maybe it's better lighting. There you go.
My question is flat tow vehicles, 2023 vehicles. I've heard the Ford Maverick truck is a good flat tow vehicle, but nobody will say. I know the Ranger is, but we need a better list than the 2016 cars or older.
There are some still that are flat towable. I believe the Ford F-150s are, definitely the Ram 1500s are, Jeep Wranglers of course are. But here's the reality, a lot of the newer cars coming out are not flat towable. So there is the RV Dinghies guide that comes out every year, and you're gonna see a lot of them are older vehicles. And that's not to say that some of the ones not listed are not flat towable. So for us, our 2000 Mustang is not listed as flat towable, but we flat tow it for thousands and thousands of miles. miles right now, and it's been fine. So it's unfortunate, and now with this electric car craze, none of those are flat towables. The reality is there's very few newer ones that are flat towable. A lot of them are older, and you're probably going to see more people trailing as the electric car kind of starts taking over the next 10, 15 years.
As we say, you know, buy used RVs. Maybe it's good to buy used towable cars
Yeah,
too,
I think that's one of the reasons why we're going to keep our Ram is because it's flat towable. So if we get something that's a little bigger, I can pull it, and then we'll just tow that.
Next is a personal question, and it's from Sherry Allen Casciadora. I hope I said that right, Sherry. How's Sierra doing, and is Jason enjoying school? So first, Sierra. Sierra, as many of you know, if you're newer to the channel, are approximately 10-year-old, 11, we don't know how old, she's a rescue-year-old pit bull who's a sweetheart, was diagnosed with cancer back in March of 2022, and she has tumors on her, but I have to tell you, you would never know this dog has cancer. She has gotten more energy, it seems, as the time goes on. She and Bowser, our other dog, play like maniacs. She loves going on her walks. She still eats like a monster. She's cuddly.
Who knows how long she's had cancer for? She's meant to have cancer for years. Like, we don't know.
Right, and obviously I think these are low grade because she has had no progression of anything. She's not sick, acting sick, and we're very hopeful that, you know, hopefully she'll pass from old age before this, you know, she succumbs to this. So the next thing is Jason enjoying school? Yes, Jason is a junior this year. He's extremely busy, extremely involved. He is actually vice president of his class of 2024. He just got inducted into the World Language Honor Society for Spanish. You think having a Spanish stepfather helps with that? And he's joined the Future Business Leaders of America. He's got straight A's. Like he's working. He has a part-time job.
Ready for ACTs.
Right.
He has at colleges.
Yeah. So we're very, very busy with that. But he's doing phenomenal. Great kid. We're so lucky to have him. All right, the next one's a fun one because we love this. It's from Joe Don Baker. He comments a lot. Thank you, Joe, for sending this in. How have the electric scooters been working out? Do they ride well on gravel campground roads? Have you wiped out yet? Do you recommend the ones you have?
So, yeah, we'll answer a bunch of them. So, do we like them? Yes, we absolutely love those things. Oh, my God, we love them. I kind of like the 9-bot a little bit better, the one that we got from the Segway, because it's lighter and more portable.
Yeah, so we have two. So that one's the 9-bot from Segway.
Correct.
And then the Varla is the other one.
So the Varla is way more extreme. It has like dual motors. You can do 40 miles an hour. It's like crazy. It goes up hills like nothing. They're absolutely amazing, both of them.
Right.
So depending on the terrain, like you can't put them on sand. You can put them on like tight pack things, but like anything loose, it's a little squirrely.
You have to be careful. We were at a campground last weekend, remember? And we were in Lake George. We were on gravel. You have to go slow and you got to be careful. You can't go crazy turns.
Right.
Like you just have to be careful. You feel it right away when you get on it. But on most terrains, it's pretty good.
Now, as far as riding it, we haven't wiped out because we don't ride it like maniacs.
No.
You can, like the Segway, which is the slower one, does like 20 miles an hour. The one that she likes to use does like 40. We don't do 40 miles an hour.
I'm not
It's a little stupid to do something like that.
Yeah.
But you can ride 15 miles an hour. We just put a bike helmet on. They're great. We really love them. I mean, I guess the only downside is that instead of pedaling or walking, you're not getting the exercise.
Right.
But like down the shore right now, I mean, it would be absolutely perfect for a situation like this.
So this next one is kind of funny. So this is from one of our ERV insiders, Jim Estel. We love Jim. Jim came to our meetup.
He has a Newmar, same color as ours.
Yes, he calls her Big Blue, or him Big Blue. I don't know if it's male or female. But anyway.
Does it have the little balls on the back?
I don't know. Jim, put in the comments below. Anyway, Jim said, MJ, when are you going to get the other angel wing put on? Now, what he means by that is...
It's not an angel wing.
No, it's actually...
Like a track shoe.
Well, it's like a wing. But anyway, what it means, so I have on my back of my left shoulder, when I did my marathon back in 2017, sorry, I got this tattoo. It says 26.2. It was kind of a bucket list item for me. And I guess when I do my next marathon, maybe I'll get it on the other. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get any more tattoos.
She's going to get it on her neck the next time.
Yeah, I go all the way down. But yeah, so if you've seen that, you've probably seen that tattoo in videos, but that's what it is. So the next one comes from Robert Stanley. This is an RV question. What would you consider the best built Class A under 34 feet? I'm concerned about the quality of the unit. And as you should be, as we know, especially in recent times, we've been talking a lot about lack of quality control. Everybody is.
Yeah, so I mean, we're being completely honest here. Personally, we would not buy any production new motorhome at this point. No. Custom, yeah, there's some good companies out there. Under 34 feet, if you're gonna go new, I mean, the new era gets good reviews, but it's not something we would buy. We would probably focus on a much older coach, something, you know, the old Monacos, Country Coach, Ford Travels, older Newmars, older Tiffins, but...
He wants small, you know, 34
feet,
you know?
Well, the Ventanas, they have like the older Ventanas at 34 footers. There's some Dutch Stars at 37 feet. It's just our opinion. Some people might say differently, but we personally would not purchase anything new at this point.
All right, the next one comes from RV Life with Adrian and Ruth, and it says, my question would be, will you ever be anywhere in or near Georgia, or when is your next meetup or rally? Adrian and I would love to meet you. Love you guys. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we love Georgia, and we were there back in 2019, the last time. So we absolutely will be there. The only question is when. So
yeah, I don't think our travels for 23 are taking us there. Regarding the meetups, we did a meetup back in 20? Was it 19? 20?
No, it was 2021.
21. We had an actual ERV meetup. We probably won't be doing that for several more years till I retire for a couple of reasons. One, we wouldn't want to do something for a little bit longer, a little bigger, a little more centralized to everybody.
Right, so we need the time in our schedule to be able to do that. And there's dogs. Look at this. Oh my God, look at them. They're coming to say hello.
They're coming to say hi. Hey guys.
Hello. Hi. Oh my God, so cute. Hello. Oh, look at that. Look at, it's a puppy break. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm in heaven right now. I'm so cute. All right, that was awesome. I got my fix.
So regarding meetups, the best way to meet us is when we go to the shows. So either the Tampa show, Hershey show, kind of the two best ways for now.
Yeah, and also like we're at this Wildwood RV show, we were walking and somebody's like, hey, I watch your channel. So we got to talk to them for a little bit. We can't wait to do meetups again. We had an absolute blast. But again, with our lives right now, with our job and Dizzy's job, my business and Jason, like probably about 2.5 more years, then we're really gonna let loose.
Certainly we can do like smaller meetups kind of in different places. That's certainly something that we would like to do, but you know, we'll be around in hopefully another 2.5 years.
If you're enjoying the video so far, we invite you to hit the subscribe button below, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live and release new videos. Also, we have a private Facebook group we would love you to join. It's called Endless RVing, RVers Coming Together. And we have a monthly newsletter that is free, and the link to sign up for that will be in the description below. So the next one is an RV question, and this comes from one of our most faithful ERVers, Sherry Weber. She comments on every video. So she says, is it okay to leave your refrigerator on if it is propane or battery or electric while you travel? And this is a huge source of contention. You know, anytime we post about that you should turn your propane off, people go nuts, and I've done it for 40 years, and you know, so everybody has their difference of opinion, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what we think.
Right, so this is what we think. So regarding electric or battery, like, is it you're running a generator or you're running it's on your inverter, Regarding the propane, it's our opinion, and not only ours, other people that are well versed in this, that you should not keep your propane on when you're going down the road.
I mean, the NRVTA, you know, I studied there and I learned that yes, it's not a good thing. You can, and you can be fined for years, but you could also be fined for years, you know, carrying a knife in your pocket, and then one day you fall and
5 years smoking your whole life, right? And,
it's so morbid.
But yeah,
you get
it's
the point.
everybody's choice. It's just what we recommend. If you want to keep your propane on going down the road, then do that. Just, you know.
Yeah, just be aware.
Just be aware of it.
So the next question comes from Mary Gary LD, and she's asking about the Geo Method. If it's, you know.
Yeah, we're not going to get into the whole Geo Method. You can Google it. There's this whole thing with like Calgon and Pine Sol and ice cubes and all kind of stuff. And some people swear by it. I've read and watched videos that it's kind of like an urban legend. But if it works for you, it works for you. What do? We do use this RV Digested, Happy Camper. There's all different ones out there. I think Matt's new one that's coming out is an enzyme-based treatment. Why enzyme-based? There's a couple of them out there that they just, you drop them in. It's really masking, odor masking. It's not breaking down the material, right? So ultimately, what you want to do is kind of the enzymes eat everything up, liquefy them, a lot of water in the black tank, and then you flush it out, and hopefully it's clean. Right,
and that's what Matt's new one is called, Liquefied, which is an awesome product. We'll be talking more of that in the upcoming months.
Yeah, so what we do, here's the big things that a lot of people don't do. You have to have a lot of water in your black tank all the time. So when we dump our tank, I'll take a 5-gallon bucket, throw water in there, immediately put a chemical. Even when you're in storage, you should be doing that. You don't want to dump until you're at least 2/3, better yet, full. A couple times a year, we do a deeper cleaning where we put the wand down.
That's fun. I like that.
Some people says it works, some people say it don't work. There are other companies out there that they come in with like a power wash and they clean it up. So far on our motorhome, we still read empty when it's empty. We haven't had issues. Regarding the gray tanks, we would highly suggest getting some kind of mesh filter for the sink. We don't put food down our sink. Like I scrape the plates, I do not put food there because that gets stuck in the system. It's just gonna start smelling and breaking down, and it's not gonna be a good deal. So that's kind of what we've done. We try to keep it as simple as possible, and so far it's worked.
Next question is a personal question. It comes from Sharon Pasquale. Do you still always bring your dogs? If not, where do you leave them? This past season began, and we brought them a bunch of times. It was Memorial Day weekend. Izzy and I looked at each other and we said,
it's time.
It is time. So again, as we mentioned before, Sierra has cancer. Sierra is older. Sierra is very set in her ways, and she is most comfortable at home. Like when we go away, we don't board them. She wants to be home. Even Bowser was letting us know, yeah, I'm done. Because at home, they have the whole house when we're out. They have a yard, and being in this box, if we have to go out, especially Bowser, they were not handling it well as time went on. And I know as a trainer, you have to listen to what your dogs are telling you, and they were letting us know this is not for us.
They like
anymore.
routine, right? Like our dogs are like clockwork. They like routine, and just weren't enjoying it, and we weren't enjoying it either.
Because they weren't. Yeah.
Right. It's just it's more stuff to bring. Crates. We're up early in the morning. It just wasn't enjoyable for anybody.
No.
They're much happier at home.
Yeah. So we have about 3 or 4 different sitters that we absolutely love and trust, and the dogs love and trust them because they've been there and stayed with them. So they have a blast. They get to sleep in their own beds, and they get probably spoiled with extra cuddles and extra food, although we're pretty bad with spoiling them, but they enjoy being home more. So it's a shame. I wish we could have them, but again, we have to listen to what they're telling us.
But we've talked about this on videos. We've talked about, a lot of times, and I'm sure if you're RVers who've seen this, dogs that just don't want to be at a campground, that probably shouldn't be at a campground, and everybody's situation's different. Some people just have to bring them. We have the opportunity, we don't have to do that. Right. So it doesn't make sense for us. Like, why are we annoying the dogs? Why are we annoying ourselves when they're much happier at home?
And it's not like we're traveling for months at a time.
No.
Like that we're not away from them for ridiculous amounts of time. So it works. All right, next to last one. We have 2 left. This one is from Aaron Hendrickson. Can the house batteries keep the chassis battery charged if you are not moving for over 1 week?
Unless it's a different setup than I know of. No, they're 2 completely different systems. The house batteries will power the house portion of the coach, the chassis, obviously the chassis. They're not really connected. What some motorhomes have, like ours does, there's kind of a switch that you can flip that will use the power of the house batteries to kind of boost the chassis battery if it's dead, but I've never seen vice versa. There are some systems out there that you may have a couple solar panels that will charge the house batteries when not in use. But the best thing to do is either if you can plug in, if you can't plug in, get a whole house cutoff and just cut that off, and you'll save the batteries from draining.
So the last question is an RV question. Brian Mahalik, I hope I said that right, Brian. Thanks for your question. Please update how the 5-star tune is performing. So
I love it.
If you didn't see that video, we're gonna link that video up above. We did do the 5-star tune on Nelly, something Izzy wanted to do for a long time. And it is quite a difference. And I noticed it, especially going uphill.
Towing also.
And towing, yes. So you really feel like, before, here's the dogs again, but going uphill, it would be a struggle. Like the little engine that could, like, come on, Nelly, you can do it.
Well, it's a torque. You're getting that, I think it's 100 foot-pounds of torque, so they claim, and 45 horsepower, but the torque is the big thing. That's what I noticed. Now, the other thing that some people ask is about the miles per gallon. I didn't really notice a difference on that. But definitely on the performance. The other question we get is it going to blow your engine out, the longevity, does it void warranty? I'm of the opinion anytime you change something on a motorhome or on a vehicle, it's going to void your warranty. We were out of warranty, so it didn't really matter to us. If you're still in the warranty,
keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's the dice you want to roll, and you can do that. Regarding the engine blowing out, I don't know. We don't plan on having Nelly for 200,000 miles. I don't really think it's going to be an issue. I haven't really read anything about being an issue, but anytime you modify, there's a risk you take, right? There's a positive and a negative, and then you calculate what that risk is.
So we hope you enjoyed that. We do this every once in a while, so keep your eyes open for the next time we do it. And I always say, all bets are off. Like, we'll answer almost anything if it's not too personal. So we hope you enjoyed that.
Any of the follow-up on questions that we answered, put in the comments below. People, you know, I know they read their comments and they really like it. So for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.